It's happening again, and it's going to happen every year. Obviously, it happens multiple times a year. It's called Cultural Commercial Pandering Month. And of course, uh, we every culture has it. Every culture subset has theirs. February is an important one. December is an important one. Anytime somewhere around the Passover and Easter is an important one. And of course, now June, having arrived, is another important one, in which multinational corporations that couldn't care less about you as an individual are going to attempt to exploit what they see as a valued aspect or an internalized aspect of yourself in order for them to take money out of your pocket. That's what we're dealing with Pride Month that has now arrived. It's going to steam right over Juneteenth, which is an important Black History date, but I digress. I think one of the reasons why this bothers me as much as it does is it's so clearly manipulative. It's so on its face, like it is undeniably manipulative that corporations are going to change their social media banners, and they're going to put little um, frames around their profile pictures, and they're going to put up rainbow signage in their restaurants or wherever. They're going to do this. They're going to start putting up ads, and they're going to try hashtag campaigns in order to appeal to and pander themselves to a subset of individuals that, as of July 1st, will basically forget they even exist. That up until May 31st, really couldn't care less about. But they have to try to capitalize on the surge of interest in rainbows and the Rainbow Road and whatever in order to try to sell that little bit extra in our consumer-based economy. Why do we fall for it? Why do we always fall for it? Every year this happens. And as a Christian, I'm not a foreigner to this. I mentioned December is obviously a big one, and then Easter is obviously a big one, and yet every single Christian CCM artist is going to try to release a single, or they're going to try to release an album in order so that they can capitalize on that surge of interest from during Holy Week. And then obviously Christmas, the entire world is going to collectively bargain with one another to try and sell us useless plastic and in a whole myriad of other things that we do not need whatsoever. And it's going to work. And it's going to continue to work every single year from now until whenever the end of the heat death of the universe is. That is when it will end. Because even though we are cognitively aware, we are fully aware that this is happening, we are so desperate for approval, especially the approval of the rich and beautiful among us, that them saying our hashtags, them saying our catchphrases and our slogans and whatever else, them saying those things triggers dopamine releases. And when that happens, money exchanges hands. And the only way to really avoid it is simply to turn everything off, to cut yourself off from civilization. That's basically the only way to do it. And they know this. They know it. They have us by the short and curlies, almost literally. Especially in a month that's dedicated solely to the celebration of sexuality, or a specific subset of sexuality. They have us right where they want us. We are at the point where, quite frankly, if all of the nation's corporations, the world's corporations, are kittens, we're the bird that they've got, and they're just playing with us until we get exhausted and die. and then they're just going to move on. They're not even going to bother to consume us.